You now tuned in to the Gumptown Podcast. I'm your boy Doug B. We ain't got nothing to talk about, but we got something to talk about. Let's go. Good people. Welcome back to the Gumptown Podcast, episode 11. I'm your boy Doug B. If you tuned in to this podcast, thank you for your time and your attention. I really appreciate you giving this podcast a shot. Today's guest, I met this gentleman around 2012, met him in passing working out on the Air Force Base, highly skilled, IT professional, super smart guy, just always been cool people. He is the founder and owner of Savage Addicts, as well as the co-founder and co-owner of the Computer Consulting Group. And I'm pretty sure you all will be inspired by his story. Let's give a warm Gumptown round of applause for Marcus Jerido. Jerido, what's going on with you, bro?
What's going on, Doug? What's good?
Man, can't call it, man. First things first, I want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to chop it over with me for a few minutes. I really appreciate it.
And I appreciate you, man. I'm glad to be on the show.
Yes, sir. For the people who don't know who Marcus Jerido is, tell them a little bit of your story, where you from and how you got to where you are now.
So I'm originally from Wetumpka, Alabama. I graduated from WE2, class of 2002. And then I moved to Montgomery later in my adult life and went to school at AUM and migrated from AUM and went over to TSUM, Troy State, Montgomery. As far as my IT life, I actually started back in 2002. I did a trade class back in high school doing it's basically like computer stuff, right? And I had no ideas really what computers were then. I mean, I worked on them a little bit, but that class kind of taught me how to it taught me the ins and outs of it, breaking it down to its shell, talking about RAM, motherboards, the whole nine, web design and all that. So that's where I kind of got my start in IT, but, it kind of transitioned more to my adult life. But yeah, that's a little bit about it.
Okay, cool, man. I mean, the trade school route, in my opinion, for IT, for anybody who's interested in IT, I believe that's the better route because you actually get that hands-on experience and you actually come out of that trade school with not only a degree, but a skill set. And don't get me wrong, I got my bachelor's at Alabama State and I'm forever grateful for going that route. But man, I'm pretty sure that trade school experience really helped you develop a skill set. So when you got into the work field, you weren't completely green.
Yeah, it did, man. And that's one of the things. It's funny you say that's one of the things I tell people now because you know all about it, man. Like when it comes to certifications and stuff, like when you get into the IT field, like that seems to really be what is valuable. And like you said, a degree is everything. Don't get me wrong. But then the certifications, like it allows you to show you what skills, it allows you to show you to the employer what skills that you have to apply to the job, basically. And getting those skills back then, back in high school, it allowed me to kind of be the local community guy, where I'm fixing folks' computers, I'm removing viruses, I'm telling them that you don't have to buy a new PC. You can just, give me your hard drive, I'll wipe them out for you, and I can just give it back to you for like 20, 30 bucks,
Right.
That was lunch money, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, you're absolutely right. The skill set is everything.
Nah, man, that's good stuff, man. And definitely getting those certifications and going to trade school and getting that exposure. That's definitely what it's all about, especially in the IT field. So let's transition over to your businesses, man. Like you're making it happen, man, rocking and rolling. You're a co-founder and you're a founder, owner, a co-founder, co-owner of two different companies, man. So we'll start with Savage Addicts. What products and services do you offer over at Savage Addicts?
So with Savage Addicts, I offer one-on-one training. I also offer virtual training. But we do 100% accountability when it comes to your fitness goals, your health goals, and just changing your overall lifestyle. The whole mission objective was to kind of take what you have now, whatever you're unhappy with, and we adjust according to that, because everything when it comes to a lifestyle change, this doesn't happen overnight. So for example, like if you want to lose weight, I ask you what you're eating now. And, I don't take away everything completely. I kind of just tailor it to what you're eating. So you're not going in cold turkey, if that makes any sense. And you adjust gradually, right? So the MO, the overall MO is for you to have a healthier lifestyle. And, we just do whatever it takes to make that happen.
Okay. Nah, man, that's great, man. That's a great mission. I mean, basically, health is wealth, and you're out here saving lives with Savage Addicts, man. So much respect to what you're doing and what you're going to continue to do. Let's move over into the computer consulting group. I know you're a co-founder of that. What products and services do you all offer over there?
So right now we offer professional services, and we do them on the state level, the federal level. And, of course, we also do small businesses in the local Montgomery area. We're starting off small, but, of course, that's going to be something that we're trying to pretty much graduate to kind of a nonsense level. I always tell people we really try to pull up in a helicopter to Krispy Kreme one day, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And stuff. So we offer mainly professional services. We have a couple of partnerships with some vendors like Cisco, Palo Alto, Juniper, VMware, to where we can actually offer equipment, but our main bread and butter is professional services.
Okay. Nah, man, the computer consulting group, rocking and rolling, making things happen, man. And man, definitely that is, you all are going to bring a lot of value to the IT field in Montgomery, Alabama. So hats off to you all for getting started.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Oh, no problem. So there's three things I always want to cover on this podcast whenever I speak with entrepreneurs like yourself. I always want to talk about the aha moment, the action step, and the audacity. So you can start with Savage Addicts, and then you can transition over into the computer consulting group. What was the aha moment that sparked the ideas for both businesses?
So with Savage Addicts, like, it's crazy because I've always been I always kind of been athletic. You know what I mean? And I've been working out, I say, consistently just in the gym as far as gym wise for about 10 years. And, I was talking to a buddy of mine. Well, actually, I say this Savage Addicts kind of was a spinoff from TCCG because we started that first, and that kind of got me to a business mindset. Okay. And like, me and a friend of mine, we always go to the gym together, and he was like, "Man, you should personal train." I was like, "Man, I don't think nobody gonna take me serious." Even though I've been working out for 10 years and all this stuff, like, I don't think nobody gonna vibe me like that. I don't know if I should do it. And he was looking at me like, "Dude, what?" You know what I mean? Like, so I end up just diving in. You know what I'm saying? And I got my logo made through, I think it was Fiverr, is what they call it. And I got in there. So when I got in, even talked to my buddy, because at that time he was going through, he was training for the show that we just did, but he started first. So as more and more I started talking to him, he was talking about the things that I should know as a business, right? So I'm like, "Man, what are you doing? Like, who are you training with? I need to get with this person because, whatever. So that's when I ended up training with Rayflex at 2A Fitness. And I felt like in order to succeed with Savage Addicts, truly, I feel like I need to be boots on ground, getting out the mud and learning this stuff, right, in order to apply it to my clients, because I don't want to go out here. One of my biggest weaknesses is that I don't like talking about something I don't know what I'm talking about, if that makes any sense, right?
I'm tracking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So went the 2A route, got my training from Rayflex, and he's an old general in the game. He's been training for 30 plus years. So he taught me things like carb loading, carb loading to actual ketosis, and how your body transforms every 72 hours, and all the different training programs that you can put, and how people are different when it comes to losing weight. One person may lose 7 pounds 1 month, the next person may only lose 2. It just depends on that individual, you know what I mean? And you got to tweak it, So coming in, I didn't know any of that stuff. So but the aha moment was like, you know what? I've been doing this for years. I love fitness. Why not give it a shot, right? And then, with TCCG, we started that. That actually got started in 2017. And me and a good friend of mine, like we always used to share each other's goals with each other, right? Like, hey, you know, this year I want to accomplish this. Next year I want to accomplish that. And it was all IT related.
Right.
So that same buddy of mine I told you that competed in my show, he's also my business partner in TCCG. And they already had the business going. And we came in and kind of just pushed it along. Like we was like, hey, we really need to get this now. You know, we want to get this money now. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Like it was that, and along with a sense of like, you know, coming into the IT field, you make a certain amount, and then you get your years of experience, and you know, with contracting, you can kind of maneuver around. You know, like, oh, this job gonna offer me this, or this company gonna offer me that. So you kind of just hop a little bit till you get the best paycheck.
Right.
You know
right. You're right. Nah, you 100% correct.
So then, but you get at some point, like, because you start to realize you're gonna cap, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
and the reason you cap because you literally have a middleman in between you. You know what I'm saying? So why would I sell myself if I feel like my skills are worth this? Why would I sell myself for this? But when a company is charging triple the price,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I need to get him out the way so I can make triple, and that's gonna be the helicopter Krispy Kreme. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man.
And stuff. So yeah, that was it, man. That it really was about that. And you know, I stole some stuff too because it marries, right? Like when you come along your journey, you meet different people, and like you have your values and your ideals, but you meet people that have great values and ideals. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things another buddy of mine had, he said to me one day, Doug, he was like, man, what you don't realize, Jerido, is that we can literally put the power in our hand to change people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like we can go in and pull interns out from state, you know what I'm saying, from Troy, from AUM, and we can put them on the path to where they can make they family rich. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, I didn't think about it like that. I was thinking about like, man, we about to be, you know, putting up the Rolls Royces. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that statement he said is so powerful and valuable that, you know, I couldn't help but to adopt it myself.
Right. No, man, that's good stuff, man. And hats off to your buddy for keeping you accountable, especially on that fitness thing and getting started. And yeah, man, like you need people around you like that, especially because a lot of times, and it sounds like with that fitness thing, it sounds like one of those cases where you couldn't see where you could add value to people's lives, but other people were able to see something in you that you couldn't see in yourself. And
yep.
That's the power of having good people around you, man, and having that accountability. And even with the computer consulting group. So both of the businesses that you have your hands in, they both have the ability to transform lives. You have the health side, you have the IT career side, and nah, man, that's dope. Because really, I definitely commend you all for having that vision, because that's what a lot of kids coming out of college need, man. They need a company like the computer consulting group to come in and intern with them and teach them an actual skill set. Yeah. Because what I forgot to piggyback on earlier when we were talking about certifications are just like degrees too. Like you can have that paper, but you got to have that skill set too. Like, you can be certified in Cisco, Juniper, IT security, but when you sat down with a potential employer, they want to know, can you do the job? Can you add value? And even that part about, even with the computer consulting group, just realizing, hey, yeah, you are right. Cause me and you both, we work on DoD contracts, and there is a certain point where you do cap out. Like you can maneuver around, and then you get to a point and you get to a certain, okay, they ain't gonna.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, you just thinking about, man, they billing 3 times what they paying me. So let me get the middleman out the way.
Exactly, man, for real. And then you realize, like, they don't even, I hate to say it, but I'm just gonna say it. You just realize they don't really care about you like that. Like,
no, they don't, bro. No, I mean, listen, I don't mean to cut you off. Like, that's a fact, bro. Like, they really don't. Like, you are you are a number. You are there to do a job, and yeah, man, they're gonna pay you what they want to pay you. They're not gonna pay you anything close to what they're billing, what they're making off of you.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. And then they do like their contract could be $200 million.
Yeah.
And only need 5 employees. They're gonna pay you $30,000 a year.
Man, you know it. You know it, man. I mean, I won't name drop, but hey, I've been in some situations where you like, hey man, you paying this, and I can go on your website and see what the situation was awarded for. So
yeah, you feel me?
yeah, man. But nah, man, that's good stuff, man, for both companies. And so we're gonna transition right into the action step. So from the time you had the aha moment for both businesses, well, Savage Addicts in particular, as well as the computer consulting group, how long after from the aha moment to putting into action to actually starting the business, how long did that take?
The computer consulting group, that was the first one that I actually had become business minded. And like I said, it started in 2017, but I didn't really get involved until about 2018, right? But along with that, it was so overwhelming that, I said I got 4 partners. I was kind of in the background, like, man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna let y'all handle it. Yeah, I just come in when I come in. You know what I mean? So I think it probably took me about a good, actually, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I didn't really get focused on this until about late last year, maybe early this year, to where I felt like I could add value. Okay. So even though the business was started, like, I don't think I took a real action step until about this year. And then with Savage Addicts, Savage Addicts, it was right away, but it wasn't. And what I mean by that is, it didn't take me no time to start a business because I've been through those steps on how to start one, right?
Right.
But I think my issue was that not more so an issue. Like, I came across that hurdle to where, like, okay, I've never done it on a professional level, so let me get my professional expertise. So I had to go through a progress and a process of getting trained and learning that stuff. So that took me about a good 6 months before I actually was able to get my first client.
Okay. No, man. Yeah. I mean, and see, the thing is, okay, so like you said, it took you a couple of years with the computer consulting group and took you a few months with Savage Addicts. But see, the most important part is, man, getting from the idea to the action. And a lot of us, we get stuck in that middle portion, man. We have the idea and we sat there and we go over a business plan and we overthink, and then it turns into and then we ultimately talk ourselves out of even getting started. So, So even to your point about what you did, getting out the mud, actually going in and learning how to train, like, man, that's so valuable because that shows that you weren't just trying to make a buck. You were actually trying to change lives, man.
And then, and I appreciate that, man. And then to add to what you're saying, like, it made me think about, like, how people, everybody, including myself, you know what I mean? Like, how we always, we be on social media, and then, we know people around that have businesses or whatever. It could be celebrities, and we just see the finished product. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? And once we get in, and you don't get that instant result that you see on the screen. So you like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? I thought
now you're right.
And nobody has told you that this took years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Of grinding. You know what I mean? But you don't see that part. So it's so easy to get discouraged and quit.
Yeah, man. I mean, and to be completely honest with you, everything you just said is spot on, man. And that's what that's a great gem for anybody who's listening to pick up on. Hey, everybody you look up to, they started out. If you stuck in the beginning, you scared, the person you look up to on social media, they started out scared too. But the only difference is they kept going. They didn't
kept going. Yep.
Yep. I mean, quite frankly, man, and I know, man, the time gonna pass by, and so hey, hats off to you for actually getting started, and that's good stuff, man. So the last portion is audacity, man. It takes courage and audacity to step out there. Who or what gave you the courage and audacity to step out there with both businesses?
Man, I would have to say my circle. My circle was by design. I purposely wanted to put myself around people that were like-minded and that wanted something for themselves. Excuse me, sorry about that. Excuse me. Because prior to that, man, like I was out here just winging it. Like I'm around anybody and everybody. I'm out here partying, kicking it. You know what I mean? And didn't have no direction. But once I put myself around my circle of individuals that's been doing it, it was a lifestyle change, just like that. And you know, my circle, like the period circle, right? Mm-hmm. You know, those are my business partners to this day. Those are the ones that those are my heavy influencers. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been listening to them over the years. I've been knowing them for the past 10 years. I've been listening to them and how they move, how they tell me to move. If they tell me to move a certain way, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do it. I may sit back a little bit, like, I don't know. Right. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, their idea is going to be a positive one. Even if it fails, you know what I'm saying? It's still like, it's no negative impact. You just try it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my circle, 100% are the people that put me on.
Oh man, and that's powerful in itself. I mean, yeah, like that goes back to, like you just said, man, and hats off to you for identifying, hey, I'm winging it. I'm hanging around any and everybody. So it sounds like what you did, which helps transform your life, you became more intentional about who you were hanging around. Mm-hmm. Being around that circle that you're around, they give you the audacity because pretty much they're doing it. So watching them do it. Yeah. I mean, and watching them do it definitely is what it's giving you the audacity and the courage to step out there and that's important, man, to have the right circle around you, man, especially people that are doing, and I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. You should intentionally put yourself around people who are doing better than you.
Facts.
You have to be around people who make you uncomfortable. Like, this guy is so smart. I need to be around him. I need to know, I need to figure out, I need to gain to understand what he knows. And when you're around somebody that's smarter than you, they're gonna push you to the next level. And I know you know exactly what I'm talking about, being around those people that you're around.
Yeah, I mean, and that happens on so many different levels with so many different attributes. Like you said, with mental awareness, being smart, money. Like if you gonna make the money based off of what you know, and like you can only go as far as you know. But you got, like you said, you got to put yourself around people. Okay, if you try to make $100,000, right? You don't know how to make $100,000. You put yourself around people that make $100,000. What's the chances you making $100,000? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You feel me? Okay, yes, let's say $100 million. Yeah. Just $1 million. $1 million is very hard to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far without winning the lotto, right? Or you got lucky. You feel me? Right. But it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to get to $100K. You feel me? It takes about at least 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I'll say 3, but I say 5. But to get to $1 million, that doesn't require you just to work on somebody's job. You got to hustle. So in order to get to $1 million, you got to put yourself around somebody else that's made $1 million because they can teach you how to do it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like it be that simple. But like when you don't, I guess when you like, if you don't network and if you don't think about it, like it's hard. Like it's like I don't know how to get to $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. You 100% correct. I mean, and yeah, to your point, you just got to get around people that are doing where you're trying to go. Because I mean, no knock on people that I've associated myself with in the past before, and I'm pretty sure you've hung out with people who they weren't going where you were trying to go. They had other goals, and no knock to them. You do what's best for you. But right. Like you just said, man, if you're trying to get to a certain level, you got to get around people who are on that level and just be a sponge and just listen way more than you talk when you get in those circles. And I'm pretty sure you can attest to that.
Oh, 100%, man. Like this, I be laughing. I be seeing folks like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you, and you probably the same way, man. When I get in the room, especially a new room, I'm sitting back. Like, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna observe. I'm gonna see who the players are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna see how that person. Okay, oh, he the man. Okay, let me see how he move. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, man, no doubt, man. Man. You get in the room with you get in a new room. Hey, I'm taking notes. I'm observing. Okay, that's the guy right there. This how he thinking. This how he moving. Okay, I need to ask him this question, that question, that, and see that's something else, man. When you get in new rooms, you have to. I hate to use this word, but you have to humble yourself enough to know that you don't know nothing and ask questions.
Yep, exactly, exactly, man. I don't care. I don't care how much money I've make. I don't care, dude. I don't care about none of that stuff. When I come in the room, it's always number one agenda is be humble, because you can learn anything from anybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you know what I mean? So, and like you said too, man, like, and I think we may agree on this. Like, there's nothing wrong with being contented with what you're in. Nothing wrong with it, like you just said.
Right.
But see, I think people like us, we trying to reach another stratosphere. You know what I mean? We trying to touch another universe. And so it seems like the possibilities are always just going to be limitless. It's always going to be on go mode.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Nah, man, I agree 100%. So let's transition into the vision, man. What's the long-term vision for both companies?
So right now, TCCG is my primary focus, and we grinding really hard to turn this one into a company that we could probably end up selling in the next 10 years or so, and maybe do a couple of spinoffs. But the biggest vision is to get some interns in and get them spun up and get them some hands-on training, so that way they can come on base and know how to negotiate their contracts. They're fully prepared to negotiate these contracts. Or if they need to move away, they have the full skill set to be in a good place, to where they're not like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing in this job, or how that crying Jordan meme, how he lied on his resume.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to make sure that they are fully prepared to thrive with their skills and make the type of money that they deserve to make. That's really and truly for TCCG. Now, ultimately, you know what I'm saying, I think we want to actually be our own products, like firewalls, routers, and stuff like that. And we want to actually have centers in certain areas to be able to give individuals the power and knowledge to get into IT. You know what I mean? Because computers ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So to have that skill set early on, that's a powerful thing on its own. So being able to actually provide some type of community centers to provide some type of training for a mass environment will be a ultimate vision.
Okay. And Savage Addicts, what's the long-term vision for Savage Addicts?
Savage Addicts is going to get probably a lot of funding from CCG. And, ultimately right now, I really just want to have my own gym. And I wanted to be more of a theme gym, kind of like CT Fletch style, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like Grizzly Bear, And,
yes, sir. hey, man. It sounds like you're gonna make sure the culture of your gym is, we're here to work. We're not here to eat pizza. And I'm not gonna say names. We here to work. But nah, man. I ain't mean to cut y'all. But anything else you want to add on to that gym vision?
No, you good, brother. Now you're right. We here to work, so that mean we may even build. I'm glad you just said that. We may even build lockers. Now you go to a concert or a show, you got to put your cell phone in the locker, because you ain't gonna be in your cell phone while you're in the gym. You got to work.
Man, I like that, man. Hey,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, run with that, man. Hey, if you're listening, don't steal this man's idea. That's a golden idea. Hey, man, put that phone away, man. You gotta work.
Put it away. We have whatever you want to play. We have a little listening room. Get you some headphones, and you want to play trap. If you want to play country, you want to play some Katy Perry. It's all there for you.
Nah, man, good stuff. Nah, those are both great long-term visions for both companies, man, and definitely looking forward to seeing those visions play out for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. And same for you, brother. Like I really enjoy the show, man. I really enjoy the show. I think it's great stuff.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Just stepping out there and pretty much, man, just taking it one day at a time, man, and just showing up every week and doing what I got to do, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to that with the two companies that you're involved with. You just got to show up, man, and try.
Yeah, no doubt, and keep going, as you said.
Yes, sir. So the $1 million question, man, as we come to the very end of the podcast, man, the conclusion of the podcast, let's talk about the Gump. What role, what positive impact, or what value has the Gump instilled in you that you've carried throughout your life, both as an IT professional as well as a father, and just different areas of your life, man? What has Montgomery meant to your overall evolution as a man?
Man, it probably means about 98% of my evolution when it comes to like growth, opportunity, and entertainment. You know what I mean? Like growing here and being able to enhance my my IT future, from starting at the computer renaissance, you know what I mean, doing break fix stuff, to actually finally getting on base, doing help desk, and moving over to network security. And then within that, you know, there was a lot of networking involved. So being able to meet the people here that's been doing it, like I wouldn't have been able to do it without it. You know what I mean? And the opportunity was there, right? And then, you know, the entertainment factor, man, dude, I had plenty of fun in Montgomery. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
Since I was a teenager, I used to stay in celebrations. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir. If you know, you know.
Fox and Hound, boomerangs, like even to this day, man, like I still do. It's a lot more chill now, man, but you know, I still have a great time with friends, man, and I enjoy meeting new people. You know, it's all about what you're making, man. It's all about who you put yourself around. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, good stuff, man. So how can the people connect with you? What are your social media handles, Facebook and IG?
So my IG is my first name, last name is Marcus_Jerido. And Facebook, you can find me on the as Marcus Jerido, as well as LinkedIn. I am Marcus Jerido. And so we're definitely looking for interns. And if anybody hears this episode, we're definitely looking for interns from every college, most preferably Alabama State. And that's that.
Man, I apologize. I've been calling you Jerido all these years. I did not know it, man. I apologize.
No,
man,
it's all good. It's all good, man. I just switched it up within the past 2 years, and nobody knew.
Oh man, Jerido. Okay. Oh man, my bad, man. Well, I'll definitely, of course, I'll put all of the contact information in the description of the episode. Hey man, thanks again for taking time out of your schedule to chop it up with me, man. This has been a very valuable episode, and I'm pretty sure it'll add value to somebody's lives, man. Again, thank you for your time, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man. I hope that we can inspire people.
Yes, sir. We'll do. Good people, that concludes another dope episode of the Gumptown Podcast. We gone, but before we leave, remember, be blessed, be safe, but most importantly, have the audacity to be you. Gone. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate your time and your attention. Until next time.